Hello, welcome to today's gentle chair yoga practice. Please join me, moving your body, feeling good, keeping going. Sit comfortably in your chair. Lean all the way back into the support of the back of the chair. Find a spot where your feet are resting comfortably on the floor. Rest your hands on your thighs, and when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. Starting out really slowly, really gently here. Taking a breath and checking in. Checking in with your body. Noticing if you're feeling any out of the ordinary sensations. Noticing if anything feels a little more intense or less intense than usual. Just taking note. No judgments. Accepting who you are and what your body has to offer. Now deepen your breath. And as you exhale, really soften and sink into the support of the chair. Just bring a little bit of movement to your feet by wiggling your toes. And then do the same thing with your hands. Wiggling your fingers, just a little bit of movement, stretching into the palms. Now lift your heels off the floor, but keep your toes connected to the floor. Just work into the ankles a little bit. Now relax the feet, relax the ankles, let the feet rest completely on the mat, on the floor. And now bring some movement into the elbows and a little more movement into the shoulders, just moving your arms in whatever way feels good. Try to bring a little bit of movement into your wrists, into your elbows, and into your shoulders. Really try to just gently begin to wake up the body. And then stop with your arms just dangling at your sides. Let your hands hang heavy. Let your arms feel heavy. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale out through the mouth, relax the shoulders. Let your arms and hands feel even heavier. Just relax. Feels good. Next breath in, sweep the arms up. And with the breath out, sweep the arms out and down. Again, sweeping the arms up and out, and then down and out with the exhalation. Let's do that one more time. Slowly open your eyes, if you haven't done so already. And now come to standing at the top of your mat. Turn the seat of the chair towards you. So yes, we're coming into standing a little earlier than usual today. Seat of the chair towards you, standing a comfortable distance away from the chair. Comfortable enough that when you bow forward, you can place your hands safely on the seat of the chair for support. So just sweep your arms forward and up. And with your exhalation, put a bend in your knees first and bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Just take a moment here to just bend, alternate, bending the knees, straightening the knees. Although the knees don't need to be straight, just straight enough to feel a stretch there. So we're getting a little bit of movement here into the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Just like we did with the arms, we had gentle movement into the wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Now shift your weight out of your hands, all the weight into your feet so you can let go of the chair safely. Sweep out and up. Make sure you're not holding your breath, and then sweep out and down. Same thing again. We're going to make the movements a little bit bigger this time. Breath in, sweeping up. Breath out, knees bending, hands coming to the seat of the chair. So now walk your feet wide. Do the same thing here. Alternate bending each knee, but instead of lifting through the ankles, keep the heel planted on the mat. Feel your weight shifting from side to side. Try not to swing. Do it with control. Just move at your own pace. You can bend your knee as deeply as you choose. Now bring yourself back to center. Shift your weight out of your hands completely into your feet and legs. Sweep out and up. And then release out and down. Keep the feet wide here. If you feel like your stance is too wide, walk it in. If you feel like you want to go wider, go as wide as your yoga mat. No farther than that. You decide. All right, here we go. Sweeping the arms forward and up with your breath in, just a regular breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees, hands to the seat of the chair. Shift your weight all the way over to the right side. So bend the right knee, lengthen the left. Keep that. Now take your left hand, place it on the back of the chair. The right hand is still on the seat of the chair. Now sink in. Think of sinking in towards the chair until you feel the stretch down the left side of your rib cage and your left arm. And of course, getting a stretch still in the back of the left leg. You're going to feel a lot of weight in your right heel and the hips pushing back. Shift back to center. Left hand on the seat of the chair. Shift your weight out of your hands. Here we go. Release your hands from the seat of the chair. Sweep out and up with your breath in. And then out and down with your breath out. Same thing for the other side here. Sweeping forward and up with the breath in. As you exhale, a little bend in the back of the knees. Bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Now shift your weight over to your left side, left leg. You can feel your weight in your left heel. Right leg is long. You can feel a stretch happening in the right leg. Inner thigh, back of the right leg. You might feel several sensations. Now once you feel steady, right hand reaches for the top of the back of the chair. Just rest your hand there. And then sink in. Sinking in until you feel a stretch into the right arm, right side of the rib cage. Don't hold your breath. If you find that you've gone too far, or if there's an issue with your shoulder, just bring yourself up a little bit. You never push yourself to the point of pain. We're moving with awareness. Awareness of increasing range of motion, increasing flexibility. Shift your weight back to center. Right hand comes to the seat of the chair. Shift your weight out of your hands. You got it. We're going to sweep out and up with the breath in. And then out and down with the breath out. Let's walk the feet in. Walk the feet in. Just move one foot at a time till your feet are hip distance apart. So how you would normally be standing. Your normal stance. Now I just want you to take a look down at your feet. If you need to, push your bum behind you so you can see your toes. Adjust your feet. If you're someone who has a habit of turning your toes out, turn them in. If you're someone who has a habit of turning them in, turn them out. You want your feet to be pointing directly under the seat of the chair. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, bow forward. Plant your hands on the seat of the chair. Now shift your weight forward. You want shoulders over top of wrists here. Not too much pressure on the heel of the hands. Use your fingertips to push into the seat of the chair. That will help. Lift your eyes, look over the back of the chair. Now relax through the belly, relax through the lower back. Let your rib cage just kind of fall towards the floor. You want to feel like you've got a curve in your spine. Now keep that. Just soften there as you inhale. Think of really letting go through the belly. Just make your belly as big as you can as you take your breath in. And then as you exhale, think of drawing your belly in, pulling your belly button in towards your spine, and squeezing your rib cage together so you can feel the strength in the core there. And with your inhalation, let go. Soften through the rib cage, make your belly as big as it can be, and then exhale, pull the belly button in, pull the rib cage in. Feel the subtle change in your vertebrae as you pull in, and then release with the breath in. Exhale, pulling in, belly button pulls in towards the spine, rib cage knits together, pulling inwards, and release. Bend your knees, shift your weight out of your hands, release your hands from the chair, sweep out and up, and then release. So we're going to do that exercise again with bigger movements into the spine this time, now that we're a little more warmed up. And when I say knit the ribs together, think about your ribs as fingers. So when you pull in, the ribs knit together. You can feel them weaving in between each other and pulling in. You can feel the strength that comes from inside. That's what I want you to feel. Building core strength and stability. Very important for balance. All right, so same movement, just a little bit bigger. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. If you like, you can bring your gaze up. Challenge your balance a little bit. As you exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Now shift forward so shoulders are over top of your wrists. Adjust the placement of your feet if you feel like you need to. You want to feel like your hips are over top of your ankles and the soles of your feet are well connected to the floor. You can't feel your weight necessarily in your heels or your toes. It feels perfectly balanced front and back. Now with the inhalation, relax the belly, relax the rib cage, put some sway in the spine. Now lift your eyes, see if you can look at the wall in front of you now. And as you exhale, round through the back, as you pull the belly button in and squeeze the ribs together, knitting the ribs together, rounding through the spine. Now drop your chin towards your chest. Complete the full curve of the spine in the opposite direction. We've got a concave curve here. Now inhale, lift the eyes, look forward, relax the rib, relax the belly. Oh, big breath. Exaggerate the convex curve here. Now exhale, pull the belly button in, start there. Weave the ribs together. Feel the vertebrae shifting, rounding in the opposite direction, like a black cat on a fence for Halloween. Chin tucks towards your chest. Really stretch your shoulder blades wide now. And then inhale, relaxing the belly. Rib cage falls towards the floor. Look towards the wall in front of you. Really put a lot of space between your chin and your chest. Exhale. Belly button pulls in, rib cage pulls in, spine begins to round, chin towards the chest. This is the last one. Inhale, just relax. Come to a neutral position here. Looking down at the seat of the chair. Bend your knees, shift your weight out of your hands. Release your hands, sweep out and up. And then out and down. Bring your feet a little bit wider. Shoulder width apart maybe. No wider than the feet of the chair. So bending your knees, put a little softness in your knees. We're going to add the movement of the knees by alternating bending the knees by increasing the range of motion in the upper body. It's amazing how this works. So with the right arm, we're going to sweep forward. Now allow your shoulders and rib cage to rotate as you sweep forward, Bend your right knee as your right hand reaches forward. Now, as your right hand comes up, when your hand is overhead, legs are steady, both equally long, but knees are still soft. Now reach back. As you reach back, bend your left knee, lengthen your right, and turn to look back. And then when your hand is at your side, you're back to center. Now do the same thing with the left hand. Reach forward with the left hand. Rotate just slightly so the left knee bends. You can really get a little bit more reach. Reach up, and as you reach up, feel your body coming back to center. Keep rotating through the rib cage to shoulders as you reach behind you. And when your hand comes to your side, equal weight on both legs, both knees soft. Right arm, reaching forward, bend your right knee, really extend the reach, and up, everything back to center, shoulders over top of heels. Reaching back, left knee bends, and coming back to center. Left hand, so the left knee bends again as the left hand reaches forward. Sweeping up, feel yourself come back to center. Now rotating behind you, feeling the shoulders and ribcage rotate. Right knee bends as the left hand reaches back, and everything back to center. Working in the opposite direction now. So we're going to start by reaching the right arm back. Right arm goes back, so the left knee bends. Rotating up, back to center. And as you reach forward, the right knee bends, shoulders, rib cage turn to the left. And coming back to center. Left hand now, reaching back, so the right knee bends. Reach as far as you can, rotate through the shoulders and rib cage, just to look towards you, behind you. Coming back to center with the hand overhead. Reaching forward, left knee bends. Rotating. And back to center. One more time on each side, reaching behind you first. So right arm swings back, left knee bends. Arm sweeps up, you come back to center. Right hand slowly goes forward, right knee bends. And back to center. Left hand reaches back, right knee bends. Keep the feet planted, solid on the earth. Left hand overhead, everything back to center. Reaching forward, left knee bends. So rather than leaning into the reach, rotate into the reach. And back to center. Awesome. Let's take a breath in, sweep the arms up. Breath out, sweep the arms out and down. Now sweeping out and up, really try to bring your hands behind your shoulder line, behind your lateral line, and up, and bend the knees, bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Inhale, lift the eyes, look over the back of the chair, create some curve in the spine, a little softness still in the knees, softness in the belly. Exhale, rounding through the back, belly button pulls in towards the chest, ribs knit together. Now shift your weight out of your hands into your feet. Let your arms dangle this time and slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Now roll the shoulders back as well. So just roll them back, roll them back, roll them back, and now the arms sweep out and up. And exhale, out and down. We're going to do that whole sequence 2 more times. We're moving every single part of the body in coordination. So every part of your body is getting movement. Here we go. We're going to sweep up. Bring your gaze upwards now. Challenge your balance a little bit. Pull the belly button in if you feel unsteady. Exhale, sweep out. and down. Really try to bring the hands as far behind the lateral line as possible. Now sweep out and up. Bend at the knees. Bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Lift your eyes, look over the back of the chair. Feel your weight shift forward just slightly. Open up through the belly, through the rib cage. Exhale, belly button pulls in, rib cage knits together, rounding through the spine. You can feel the vertebrae shifting, the weight shifting out of your hands. Let your arms dangle and slowly roll up. Think of rolling up a single vertebrae at a time, creating as much rounding through the shoulders as possible. And then when the shoulders come up, roll them up to the ears and back. And when they're down, sweep up with the arms and release the arms. One more time. Sweeping forward and out. Now sweeping out and up. Really get some movement into the shoulders there. Big movements. Slowly, mindfully. Bend your knees as you bring your hands to the seat of the chair. Shift your weight forward, shoulders over top of wrists. As you inhale, lift your eyes, look forward. Belly softens, rib cage relaxes. As you exhale, belly button pulls in. Ribs knit together. You can feel your spine beginning to round. Feel the weight shifting into your feet, out of your hands. Arms dangle. Roll up slowly, slowly, slowly as you can. Then shoulders pull up towards your ears as you roll them back, slide them down. Arms sweep up and down. All right, let's come back to sitting. Sit in the front of the seat of your chair. Right leg in front, left knee bent. Sitting tall. So when you inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, left hand comes to the seat of the chair. Right hand rests over the top of your left thigh, and just rotate the shoulders and rib cage to the corner at the left. Just look at the corner, nothing more than that. Now use your right hand on your thigh to help you maintain your twist, because we're going to do a little something else as well. Now spread your toes on your right foot. Now lengthen. Think of reaching your right heel away from you. Just push, push, push the right foot away, like you're trying to reach the wall in front of you while you're looking to the corner at the left. And notice how when you push and reach with your left foot, your rotation in your twist is a little bit deeper without even really thinking about deepening the twist. It's because your hips have rotated slightly. Yes. So keep that. Keep your shoulders in place. So now let your shoulders feel really heavy. Keep your right foot, right toes active. So keeping the toes spread wide will keep the right leg in place. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just turn your head. Don't rotate through the shoulders anymore. And just turn now to look to the wall directly at the left. So you're not trying to look over your shoulder, just looking straight to the left. And breathe. With your next breath out, bring your eyes back to the corner. Take another breath in, just a regular breath. And as you exhale, release the twist through the shoulders and rib cage. Now keep right leg extended. Right hand comes to the seat of the chair now. Inhale, left arm sweeps up. And as you exhale, bow towards your right toes. So let your left hand land wherever it wants to on your left leg. Use your left arm for support, Put a little bend in the back of your right knee and just ease yourself towards your toes on your right foot. Just feel that long stretch in the back of your right leg. Breathe through the stretch. Find the level of intensity that is manageable. As soon as you start to hold your breath, that's your body's signal that it can't do both. It can't breathe and stretch. So you have to find the spot where you can breathe and stretch. Press yourself up. Switching sides now. So left leg reaches forward, land on your left heel. Spread your toes. You've got a little bit of a bend in the back of your left knee. Sweep your arms up. With your breath out, right hand comes to the seat of the chair for support. Left hand comes to the outside of your right thigh. And just turn to look at the corner. Nothing more than that. Pause there. Now we're going to deepen the twist by rotating through the hips slightly. Actually, you're not deepening the twist. You're twisting more, but lessening the rotation in the vertebrae. So now reach with the heel of your left foot. Toes spread wide. Reach your left heel away. You can hear my heel scraping on the floor. You can feel how much more you've twisted, but you've also eased the twist because now the hips have eliminated some of the rotation through the rib cage and shoulders. Now keep that. Use your left hand on your thigh to hold the twist that you have kind of from your shoulders down. With your next breath out, turn to look to the wall directly at the right. So it's going to feel like your chin is right over top of your heart. Couple of breaths. Stay tall. Use your right arm for support to help maintain length and alignment in the upper body. Now coming slowly out of the twist, releasing it one breath at a time. With your exhalation, turn to look at the corner. Take a regular breath in. Wait for the exhale to release the twist the rest of the way. And you can feel your hips shifting back to center. Keeping left leg long. Left hand to the seat of the chair for support. Take a breath in, sweep the right arm up. And as you exhale, bow towards your left foot. Let your right hand land wherever it wants to land for support. Ease yourself into your forward fold. Find the spot that's manageable, where you can breathe and stretch at the same time. One more breath. And slowly press up. Sit all the way back in your chair. Feet comfortably on the floor. Lean into the support of the back of the chair. Hands resting on your thighs. Palms up, palms down, it doesn't matter which. Go ahead and close your eyes. Bring some gentle movement to your toes and the soles of your feet just by wiggling your toes, kind of curling them and stretching them wide. Then plant the toes and just lift the heels, working into the ankles. Just gently lift and lower the heels. Now relax the feet, just let them rest heavily on the floor. Switch your attention now to your hands and fingers. Bring some movement to your fingers and your hands, curling your fingers and then stretching them wide. Making gentle fists and then opening the palms up completely. Now with gentle fists, bring a little movement to your wrists. And just really notice how you can feel the muscles moving in the entire forearm as you rotate the fists and bring movement to your wrists. Now change direction. And then relax the hands, let them rest heavily on your thighs. Adjust your posture now and deliberately lean into the back of your chair. Notice how much taller you feel, and notice how much more light there is behind your eyelids. Because when your body is open, more light gets in. When you slouch and close yourself off, some of the light disappears. The world gets a little bit smaller. Now relax your arms, let them dangle at your sides. Just slowly rotate through the shoulders. Really try to pull them as far back and as high up, as close to your ears as you possibly can. And now rotate the other way. Same thing, pull them as high up towards your ears and as far back as you can. And then pausing. Heavy hands, heavy arms, heavy shoulders. Still sitting tall, still feeling completely supported by the back of the chair. Really aware of your shoulder blades connected to the back of the chair. Keep that. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. And as you exhale, let your arms sweep down. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, just let your wrists cross overhead. And then exhaling, hands at your sides. Now inhale, sweep the arms up. Let your hands come together overhead. Now pull your shoulders away from the back of the chair. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Really lengthen. Keep that. Just keep the palms, the fingertips gently pressed together. Just gently, just barely touching. Breathe. Now lift your chin away from your chest. Bring your gaze up towards your ceiling. If your eyes are closed, I'd like you to open them now and just look up towards your hands. Notice the bend in your elbows and try to minimize the bend there as much as possible. Feel the extra little bit of lift. So we're getting a little bit of core work here. Keep the rib cage pulled away from the back of the chair as much as possible. Take a breath in, reach a little higher. And as you exhale, sweep the arms around. Bring your gaze back to straight ahead. And when your arms are at your sides, sink into the back of the chair. Oh, that feels good. Just take a breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Bring your hands together overhead. And as you exhale, let your hands float down, palm pressing to palm. Pausing with hands right in front of heart center. Stopping right here. Take a breath. And as you exhale, just sink into the support of the chair, behind your shoulders and underneath your thighs. Thank you so much for joining me today. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be loved. May all beings be at peace. Thank you. Namaste.